Hey, what's happening, guys? I'm Justin with AmericanMuscle.com, and today I'm taking a closer look at and installing the C&L slotted in drilled front rotors and pad kit fitting all 94 to 04 Mustang GTs and V6s. Now, you should be checking out the C&L kit here if you're looking for a super affordable front brake upgrade for that SN95 or New Edge that will also look really good behind your favorite set of wheels at the same time. Now, more importantly, adding this kit here will also add some performance benefits and improvements when it comes to your overall braking experience. So again, this is a great low buck option for the SN or New Edge owners out there looking for a subtle upgrade for the front of your ride, improving both the braking performance, stopping power, and appearance at the same time. Now that slotted and drilled design is in place there to help keep that rotor surface clean for one, but more importantly, help keep those surface temperatures down and help prevent that brake fade. Now, as an added bonus, they do offer a nice visual upgrade behind your favorite set of stock or aftermarket wheels as well. Now, think of this as a modification that packs equal parts function and form, which, let's be honest here, guys, isn't always easy to accomplish, especially at this low of a price point. But let's dive a little bit deeper with the construction here with the front C&L setup, and let's start off with these rotors here because these are going to begin life as what is called a G3000 grade cast iron blank. Now from there, the rotors do receive that slotted and drilled treatment using things like the precision machine rounded slots and beveled holes, and then the entire rotor itself is finished off with a durable silver zinc plating. Now that plating is done to help prevent or at least reduce any rust or corrosion on your non-friction related surfaces. Now this kit does also include a set of pads for the front here, which do incorporate more of a ceramic metallic material. Now that's gonna be a little bit more aggressive than a stock pad, which is traditionally just a ceramic option, but at the same time, they're not gonna be nearly as aggressive as a carbon fiber infused pad. So therefore, I would say expect low noise, very low dust out of the C&L pads, and a lot of people seem to be happy with this kit. In fact, don't take my word for it, guys. It's a great time to throw you over to the customer review section if you haven't checked it out already, back on the product page. And while you're there, feel free to check out the numerous customer submitted images, again, if you haven't done so already. Now your price point for the front kit here will land you just south of 200 bucks, give or take, which does make this one of the most affordable setups of its kind currently on the site. Definitely more affordable than similar options from companies like Power Stop or Bear, while only being a little bit more expensive than the generic parts store blanks or factory pads. So I would consider this a great middle of the road option between a simple OE replacement and some of those bigger brand name kits you might see on the site, while still providing you with a noticeable performance bump along with a nice visual improvement as well. But now we want to segue into the install, and the site is going to call this a middle of the road 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, maybe 2 hours or so to complete from start to finish. But now to give you a better idea of how things might go down in the garage or driveway at home, here's a detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown.
For this install, you need a 15 and a 12 wrench, front caliper tool, brake grease, caliper hanging tool, and brake clean. All right, today we're gonna be installing some front brakes on our Mustang. First, we're gonna watch a quick video on how to install the stock ones, then we're gonna come back here to install the new ones.
Now, once you've got your vehicle properly supported either on a lift, such as what we've got, or a set of jack stands, and you removed your front wheel and tire, now we can go ahead and remove the caliper. To do that, we're gonna need a 12mm wrench or a 12mm socket, and we're gonna remove this top bolt here and the bottom bolt here and lift our caliper out of the way. And once you've got the bolts removed, just lift the caliper up and away. And then you want to use some sort of a hanging device on the caliper to keep the stress off of the brake hose. So we're just going to go ahead and hang that right there just to get it out of the way. Now, once we've got that out of the way, we can go ahead and remove our pads. Next thing we're going to do is remove our caliper mounting bracket. To remove our caliper mounting bracket, we're going to be using a 15mm wrench and remove the bolts here and here, and then we can lift our caliper mounting bracket away. Now with the caliper mounting bracket out of the way, we just grab a hold of our rotor and pull it straight out.
All right, now that we got a new rotor, we're gonna get ready to put it on. Just to take note that this is the right side rotor, pass side rotor. You can just double check by the serial number on the end. It does say R. Now we're just gonna take our brake clean off any oil or debris that might be on the new rotor. All right, now we can install our new rotor. All right, now we're gonna swap our clips over on our caliper bracket. You just pull them off and then just snap the new ones in place. All right, now we can reinstall our caliper bracket with our two 15mm bolts that we took out. All right, we can grab our 15mm wrench and tighten them down. All right, now we can put our pads on here. We're gonna get our new pads, put some grease where they will go into the brackets. One thing to note, you will see the two pins here. The two pins that are closer and the other ones that are farther. Two pins that are closer will go on the outside. If you do put them on the inside, they will damage the caliper. Put our grease on, slide them into the brackets. All right, now we're gonna get our front caliper and use our caliper tool and compress our front pistons. All right, once we have that done, you will see the clip in the caliper. You can push that out and then replace it with the one supplied in the kit. Simply push it into place. And then we can reinstall our caliper. All right, now we can reinstall our two 12mm bolts that we took out. All right, now you just go ahead and repeat those same steps for the other side. All right, and that wraps up our install of our C&L Super Sport brake, rotor, and pad kit for the front of our 1999 to 2004 Mustang GT and V6. And remember, for everything Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.